a big fan of AI stuff, and I think it has a lot of real-world use cases as developers, and not just for creating features or doing our job for us. So in this episode, we have an index page, and we also have a posts. And both of these pages load really quick. But when we go into the logs, you'll see that we have something a little bit different. I created an AI service that will analyze each request and then give us some insights. For the home page, which is the welcome index, it didn't perform any queries in the logs, and so the AI response showed us the path that we got and how much time it took, and an overall assessment. But then when we get to the posts, you'll see that we did perform many more queries. But the page did still load in under 100 milliseconds, so as we're developing it, we may not even notice a performance issue or some opportunities to increase the performance of this page. So when we scroll down and look, we got the AI response for the GET request to the posts, and it immediately found the N+1 query, and it told us what to look for. And while the suggestion here isn't really correct, it does give us something to look for. So once we fix the issue and we eager load in the action text, you'll see that our queries are much smaller, but we are still rendering a bunch of partials. And so now let's look at the AI response. And it basically gives us a green flag. And so that's what we're going to be looking at in this episode is on our local development environment, how we can set up this AI response. And I am using a local model Gemma 4, which takes about 11 gigabytes of VRAM. However, you're going to be able to tap into a cloud model or something similar if you need faster response times or choose to use a different model. To watch this full episode and more videos, visit driftingruby.com and subscribe to the Pro membership.